Good morning. Oh, it was a cold night last night. It was a chilly day and the wind had died down when we got here, but it picked up again at some point. It's absolutely freezing. I've got tracksuit pants on under these, and under my windproof jacket I've got thermals and then a flannel. Yeah, a bit nippy. Looks like the clouds have started to clear off though and the sun's bursting through. So welcome to Lake Mason Homestead. I can see that Mark's already got the fire going this morning. He's always pretty quick to stoke it up and get some water on. So go over there, cook up some brekkie, and I can see a lot more of the station buildings now that it's daylight. Go have a poke around them. And I think we'll just explore the station a bit today. There's some breakaways out there to see. There's some old wells, salt lakes. You can cross the salt lake at a point, so drive across that. Yeah, we'll see how we go. You don't mind a bit of bacon fat on your fish, do you? Oh shit no, bloody full.
Bit of flame.
Yeah. What do you reckon to our surroundings, team?
Brilliant.
It's fantastic.
Very, very nice.
Seen worse.
By the way, this can is not mine for breakfast. I don't really have a problem.
We've got hot showers here. Taylor and Pete slept in that shed there, like a Shears Quarters. The rains are here. It was sunny for a moment. Oh, just as this rain started, the other crew have moved on for the day and said we could take their place at the Shears Shed. So we're staying here. It's got a wood fire out the front. It's got a wood stove inside, so if it gets too cold and windy, we can fire up a wood stove and cook on it and have some drinks inside out of the wind. But there's a problem. We were too hasty moving the tent around and in a hurry to get it pegged in because the wind was trying to take it away. I put a tent peg through the water main to the house, which luckily isn't like a suburban street water main. It's not high pressure, but now we have to try and repair the water supply.
Now I can fix this because I'm an irrigation fitter, but I need three things: a beer, a shovel, and some cable ties. Fixed.
We've got some of that super amalgamating tape stuff that, like, you see it on that cheesy infomercial where he's like, look at this tank of water, it's leaking, bang, now it's not.
Now, Mr. Infomercial Dude, we're putting it to the test.
You see this boat? Oh shit, I put a chainsaw through it. Guess what? Bam, it's fixed, I'm boating again. Just so you're not surprised, I've used this stuff a few times and it's absolutely rubbish.
Is it actually?
Yes.
Oh, thanks,
no.
man. Oh no!
Oh, no. I once put a cable tie around my marriage.
Didn't work?
No, I fixed it, man. I have to turn on the water main and I have to run to make it dramatic.
The water main is on and it's not leaking.
Go team!
You, sir. Pete made a good suggestion. We could try and bury our mistakes, but we're going to leave it open, hey?
I think so. Basically, so the calm officer can see we've had a go at fixing it, and he'll come along and fix it properly. Hopefully.
All right, we fixed the water main leak, and it's time to go for a drive around the station property and just see what we can find. There should be some breakaways out there, and there's a salt lake and everything we can cross. My keys aren't in the car. I'll find them, I'll start the car, because when you've got a crew this big, the best way to get everyone moving is start an engine and start driving off. They'll be in their cars quick smart. Taylor's directly behind me, then we've got Jake, then Steve in the Merc. Mark will find us. Rhiannon's navigating.
Trying to.
Trying. Still better than having Taylor navigate.
Tanky. This tank is ridgy didge.
Oh, concrete lined.
Concrete lined for extra pleasure.
Pete's found the pump.
Oh yeah, there's the ball.
Pump it manually.
No, she's all blocked up. If I had another 10 minutes, I'd get it going, but it's just a little bit stuck, I'm afraid.
We'll get you a beer. What are you going to need? A beer?
Torch. Hot spanner. Come along.
Hot spanner.
Overhead crane.
So you can see where the windmill was still attached.
Yeah.
You might even find it lying around here somewhere.
Well, there was a piece of it forming a sign over there. We found these weird bushes that no one's ever seen before. What do you reckon that is?
I don't know. It looks kind of reminds me a little bit of like the grass tree flower things, but it also looks like tentacles.
I'm gonna call it land coral.
Salt noodles.
Salt Lake turds.
If you know what these things are, bloody get in the comments and tell us. It's on a salt lake, by the way. Oh dear, this is a dead end. Oh no, this isn't gonna work.
Is this electric chainsaw type?
I think it might be. I think it might be.
I think this is
Mark,
worth.
it's your time to shine.
I think this is worth me scouting ahead a little to see if we're actually just going to enter
Okay, then.
kilometres of this crap. Now we're really adventuring. The track is not on the map. All the tracks on this station are really run down.
Not heavy enough.
You missed her just trying to hang off it to snap it. We got this tall stand of trees and it's too tall for the Mercedes Sprinter van, so we have to clear it a bit with the chainsaws, or with a chainsaw. Not even a twig scratched it.
So what is the destination? What are we?
The destination.
What are we looking for?
The hope was to do like a circuit.
A lap.
Yeah, come down. There's a granite ball down there, so it's a windmill with a big tank that's been assembled out of bits of granite.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
Looks pretty flash. And then that's what we're trying to get to this morning, but I couldn't find the track, so we ended up coming back the other way.
Right.
And so my hope was then maybe to find that track from the other end and
Come back to the homestead that way.
back to Homestead. But there's every chance that we can't find that track from this end either, or it's just like this, and we've got another 7 k's of ripping bushes to take.
Nah, well,
I mean, it's not that.
it's a nice day to be out.
It's nice to get out, have a bit of a drive, explore a bit. Day 6. It's getting more French every day. Except I don't know how French it is to put tuna, tomato, and cheese in a jaffle. Let's see how this goes. Ooh. Again, like I said a couple of days ago, you got to be careful. Don't be caught off guard by tomato. Prick of a thing, it'll burn you alive. Look, it's pretty good. It's not shithouse like the mee goreng tuna mayo with cheese. That was rubbish. But it can't knock yesterday's hot dog jaffle off the perch. I don't think even tomorrow's will beat that, whatever tomorrow's will be. The verdict after our little lunch stop is that we will turn around and backtrack, get back to camp, because we've got 5 kilometres of the same crap. Took us half an hour to do 1 kilometre. And we don't know what's ahead. It could get slower. It's currently 2:30 in the afternoon, so we'll go back and just explore around the homestead a bit. Start sinking some tins, take some photos, just have a all-round pleasurable evening. G'day, Future Alex here, coming to you from the land of funny hats. This one is really weird, but do you know what is not weird? Wanting to belong as part of a community. That community is patreon.com/intenseoffroad. We have a really good community over there and a Facebook group that you can be part of where we're all having a bit of a laugh and carrying on. You can also get the trip notes and waypoints for this trip and all the behind the scenes footage. So go and check out patreon.com/intenseoffroad to be a part of that. Now back into the video. Oh bloody, have a go at it, would you?
Check out all the debris.
You can see where they mounted the old Lister or whatever other brand, big old water cooling pot.
This is where they boiled the babies, Taylor.
Right? Hey Jack, do you know phones in New Zealand don't go ring ring? They go bah bah. So this is the old shearing shed. That's as much as I know about it. They put sheep in, give them a haircut, and piss them off.
It's not a bad design in the way of shearing sheds. One I actually learned a few things in. You had the headpiece, you had the shearing stand here, and you'd pull the sheep out this way, and you'd shear it here, and then send it back in another door there, back down the race into the yard. This one looks like they get the sheep here, drag it straight out here. That's good because you don't have to turn it, which uses more energy and time, and they're going down to milliseconds with shearing. And then you'd have your shearing head up here, which would go along there and down to the Lister, which was just a very old engine, single cylinder. And then shear here, which is great. So straight out there, pull your cord and start shearing, and then throw them straight out the chute down into the yard. And they've covered that up now, obviously, because you'd fall out. So we've got, how many stands have we got here? It's only 3 stands, but it's set up really efficient. So with 3 shearers, they could get really good numbers. They were probably on quite big money. What do you reckon? I don't think this has been used for shearing in 30 years, 40 years.
Oh, longer than that, man. It's pretty run down by now.
That's the shearing shed done. Let's go see what else is around. Go on, Taylor. Let's roll. Go on, Jake.
So what we've got here is an old abandoned well. You can tell by the sign that says there's a risk of an abandoned well. And the moment you step past that sign, the risk is abandoned, but the risk of a well becomes 100%. So right now we've got 100% well, big old cage over it so you can see down. The water is sitting at about 6 meters down there, and it's your old school well. So it's not a bore, it's a well that is about maybe 1200 across and by 1 wide. So it's slightly oblong, so that made so you could fit a shovel in to dig it. This is dug by men a long time ago. The wood lining the well has since rotted away, and all we've got now is an abandoned well with some water in it.
There you go, mate.
There you go. Found our town water supply. This is the windmill that supplies the homestead and the tanks and everything. So this is how we're able to get running water. Pumps it from a bore down here across to a tank up a big stand, and then it's sort of fed by gravity down to the Shears Quarters where we're staying, and the shower block, which we'll get to. That's pretty interesting. Well, this is the main homestead. In the kitchen, looks like it's been added on at some point. It's actually pretty big. It's a pretty big house. It smells a bit musty. I think you could stay here for your camping experience if you wanted to, but something doesn't quite feel right.
Considering the age of this dresser, and when they would have had to get it out here on corrugated roads, how did the mirror survive?
Yeah, I was thinking that earlier. It's too impressive, isn't it?
To get a mirror out here.
I love the high ceilings, though.
Yeah, but the pressed tin,
Yeah, that's gross.
I mean, oh, you can imagine how hot it would have got. But look at this. So somebody's coming out here. You've got this beautiful little veggie garden completely enclosed with chook wire, and they have a drip feed from the roof. This soil is constantly damp, gets great sun, and they're successfully growing potatoes, tomato or two. They've got a pumpkin.
But Jake, who are they?
They're growing a shitload of butter.
It's clean. Straight from the ground. Something as tough as woodpecker lips flew into the tank and split it. Jake, you've got naked on the trip so far.
That's actually a very common.
Alright, Taylor wouldn't climb up there to fix the hole, but if I hadn't driven a tent peg through the water main for the shearer's shack earlier and used all my ShamWow fix-it tape, I'd be up there in a jiffy.
So we've got a shower block here. It's powered by a wood boiler. It's pretty cool. It puts out a bloody nice shower. Let's go have a look, eh? Right, so there's your boiler. Stuff the wood in below, light a fire, and the water just cycles through. See, the piping comes in from the water tank, comes in, cycles through, gets nice and hot, comes out the tap. I had a shower this morning. It was the best feeling. After a week in the bush, it's what you need.
That's the Shearers Quarters. Gotta be quiet because Pete's asleep in there.
And this here is home for the night.
What have we got going on in here, Pete?
I'm stoking the fire.
We've got an old Metta's number 3 stove that we fired up in the kitchen.
Yep.
It's a bit smoky. What are you cooking?
Parcel steak.
Oh, so that's what's in the foil.
That's correct. Put our potatoes in. We put our steak in. We put our capsicum on top and our onions. We put some more potatoes. Bit of oil, bit of seasoning. Wrap them up in 2 lots of alcohol. And then we just let it burn away, and about an hour and a half she's all good.
Panniers.
Oh yeah,
Water
right,
tanks, yeah.
right, yeah. Yeah, it's good fire, that.
Yeah, alright.
Warning. The following sequence contains supernatural themes and is recommended for viewing by mature audiences. I'm not kidding. Even if you're an adult, brace yourself.
You know, you could either go one way or another, so you just never know. You know, it's
Jake.
what?
You're talking a lot of shit. Just go get us a beer.
Alright.
We bloody trained it well, Taylor.
Man, he's good. Just on command.
You just click your fingers and you
Yeah,
I can cook better 2-minute noodles than him.
Yeah.
Who needs him?
exactly.
Actually,
Where's Jake? He's been gone for a while.
there's a bloody beer, Jake. Okay, find him, Taylor.
You know, I'm actually pretty glad he's gone through, mate.
Yeah, me too. He could have left us a bloody chainsaw or something, though.
Yeah, he's not much of a giver.
Nah, more of a take. No, he's definitely taken. Alex, I think he's in the house.
I don't know why he'd want to go there, man, but...
No, I don't know either. It's creepy at night, Mum. I got the hibbity jibbities in the daytime.
I'm creeped out enough to slow.
Man, it's getting such cigarettes in here.
It's a bit stale.
Dude, what are you doing?
Tripped, man. There's a floorboard missing.
Man, my heart is racing, That's creepy enough.
Let's just find Jake and get out of
Yeah.
here. Let's go.
Jake, come on, man. This is creepy as hell. It's alright, man. It's okay. It's just Jake with my pants on.
It's just Jake.
He's in the kitchen. He's just playing silly buggers.
It's just the kitchen left.
Oh, well, let's go find him.
You kill me, boy.
Jake, still on that beer. Jake!
The Goldfields calling. Come on, what are you doing?
Let's get out of here.
Dudes, where have you been? I got up to get you a beer and come back and you're gone.
What?
Wasn't he in the house?
I thought you were dead.
What?
No.
Ah, stuff it. Where's my
Whatever.
beer?
Guys, grab beer.
Yeah.